Hey everybody, what's up? It's Lanzanite. Yeah.
Hi! Good evening, everyone. Aldus Valor here with a night video in response to some fucker whose name I can't remember, even though you just saw it a second ago. I didn't just see it a second ago. So you know his name, I don't. Doesn't matter. Let's get started.
What matters is that I'm back and I just have something on my heart that's been on my heart for a long time.
That's cute. You see, I always have things on my mind because I think about things. You sound like you feel about things, and as we progress through this conversation, that's going to become more and more apparent.
Subject of feminism. Yes, feminism. I need feminism. You need feminism. The whole world needs feminism.
Nope, I don't need feminism. They already make men's clothes that fit me.
What is feminism?
That would be the advocacy of women's rights on the grounds of political, social, and economic equality to men.
Alright, let's just shout out what the definition is. As Onision always says it, and loves to just yell it out. Equality, equality, equality. It's equality, basically it. And if you don't label yourself a feminist, then you're basically anti-equality.
Whoa, easy pal. Just because I don't assign the same label to myself that you do, doesn't mean that you get to assign any additional labels to me.
That is a very basic definition of equality, and it's feminism. Feminism and equality are equally the same things.
Really?
So, this is why. This video is on why I, you, and the whole world needs feminism. Guys, yes, you do. You, individuals, you all need feminism. Everybody needs feminism.
Me? Alright, let's take a look at this definition again. Alright? Let's start with the political equality to men. It's not my fault that there aren't as many elected women officials as there are men. Okay? It's not my fault because I vote for candidates whose stances, I should say, on the issues most closely align to my own. Or would you prefer that I vote for women just because they're women? Social equality to men? Socially, women are already superior to men. And if you don't believe me, just look at any female YouTuber who shows cleavage. And we'll talk about economic equality here in just a second.
Let's start with the basics. I need feminism because women are still paid unequally for the same job and for the same equal amount of work. And on average, that is about 77 cents for every man's dollar. Pretty obvious and popular statistic that's been going on in the economic world.
Nope. Article and many others also authored by women. Women make less money because they work fewer hours.
I'm a feminist because 1 in 5 girls will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime by the time they get to college. And
according to the Rape, Abuse, Incest National Network, 1 in 6 men will be sexually assaulted before adulthood. Now, I'm a gambler. Alright, I love to gamble. And, if I'm looking at the odds, like, say it's a horse race, because you don't really find these odds on the same table games, I should say. You might. Maybe on a craps table in certain houses you might find these odds in the same places, or on the same tables. But let's look at horse races, okay? Even if we believe that 1 in 5 women will be sexually assaulted before they get to college, the difference between a 5-to-1 wager and a 6-to-1 wager isn't that great. Since you're all about equality, are you saying that you want to reduce the number of sexual assaults on women to 1 in 6? That would be equal.
boy, that is crazy. I'm a feminist because only 20% of people identify as feminists, yet 80% of people believe in gender equality. I mean, let's be honest, what gives on that, really? I'm a feminist because I have to explain why I'm a feminist.
So what?
Feminism strictly means equality for the whole world. Everyone benefits from feminism.
Everyone benefits from feminism except for comedians and filmmakers and the internet, especially the internet. The internet's supposed to be varied and diverse. And you guys want to make it one mind, one voice. That's harmful. Jesus Christ, I need another cigarette. This is how long this one's taken to make. Alright, I need to light a second cigarette. Because I have to be smoking.
I need feminism because you shouldn't let a few 3% of feminazis control the whole movement. It's not who we are, those are misandrists. We are feminists.
And you're also a hairless beta male power bottom. How does it feel when other people assign labels to you?
Go back to the dictionary and you'll see what feminazi actually means. Those are women who want to dethrone men.
I'm going to reserve comment on this section for just a little bit later.
They mean equality. Feminism means equality for the sexes. Pretty obvious. Self-explanatory.
Then why are you trying to explain it here?
I'm a feminist because people don't read the dictionary enough to see what feminism actually means.
Well, you clearly didn't. And for the record, only crazy people actually read the dictionary. Most people browse the dictionary or search the dictionary.
If people read the dictionary definition a lot more, everyone would be a feminist.
Me. Citation needed.
I need feminism because no girl should be called bossy just because they choose to take the role of a leader.
What if they're fat? And I moo after I say it. Would that be okay? Well, hi there, bossy. I don't apologize.
I need feminism because we need more women in science, more women in power, more women in politics.
Then we need women to decide for themselves that they want to get into science as a career. Or would you like to dictate which careers women get? As far as women in politics, they need to, appeal to voters.
Because gender is a social construct and people don't seem to believe that.
It's funny that you say that actually, because I don't believe in God. Pretty much for the same reason.
Gender roles are placed everywhere around the world to put men and women so that they fit in some kind of social norm in society. Because there's boy and girl segregated sections in every single mall that you go to. Why not gender neutral sections? Because no one should assume one is a boy or a girl based on their appearance. Hashtag destroy the gender binary.
Well, it would actually be up to the parent of the child to decide what things to buy for the child. Once the child reaches adulthood, then they can make those decisions for themselves. But as long as the child is happy and healthy and unabused, you don't get a say in how the parent raises the child. You are free to make those kinds of decisions all the time as soon as you have oh, wait.
Because the patriarchy is designed to make women look like pretty little creatures while men have to look hulking and buff all the time.
You're gonna contradict yourself in just a second.
I need feminism because women are always being sexually objectified in video games, TV, movies. There's just too many to count and people often just brush it off their shoulder. Women's bodies are used everywhere to sell up to almost anything nowadays. Even the most manly things, cars, burgers, video games, anything. Our society has been so hypersexualized that we feel as if it's a normal thing to sexually objectify women.
So which is it? Are they delicate, pretty little, beautiful little creatures? Or are they hyper-sexualized naked bodies? Which is which?
I'm a feminist because 98% of rapists are men. Because we need to live in a society that doesn't excuse rape. We need to live in a society where men should be taught not to rape women.
I love this argument. I love it so much. First of all, let's get this out of the way. Most American women are unrapeable. Unrapeable. Second, when we tell women that they should dress in less rapeable clothes, you yell at us because we're saying that men are all horrible rapists, every single one of us, and that every woman's a potential rape victim because even though most women are unrapeable, but all men are rapists, and that they're constantly seeking out, rapeable women to rape. But then you come along and say that we need to teach men not to rape because men are all rapists who seek out rapeable women to rape?
And because this should be pretty obvious, it's everywhere in social media, mass media. We need to stop perpetuating rape culture. Women of everyday life shouldn't have to feel like they have to fight back, and they deserve to feel safe at all costs.
That actually sounds more like victim culture to me.
Because only 1% of rape cases are actually ever reported and taken to court.
So what was it, 98, 99% of all rapists are men? So 98 or 99% of those 1% of rape cases that get reported, the perpetrator was a man? That sounds like a huge data set that you're just ignoring.
We need feminism because people still deny that women globally are oppressed everywhere, so that men can stay on their beautiful throne of lies.
Remember when you said this?
Go back to the dictionary and you'll see what feminazi actually means. Those are women who want to dethrone men.
I thought it was only feminazis that wanted to dethrone men.
Because men shouldn't feel entitled to showing off their dominance.
That's what the alpha of any species does. Well, I'm sure I don't have to explain that to you.
Because a gender studies degree is just as valid and as useful as anyone else's degree.
I've watched that clip like a dozen times, and every time I see it, it makes me laugh. It never gets old. Oh, wow. Okay. So, me, personally, when I'm looking for a brand new drug that I can use to poison the populace of an entire city, I go to an amoral chemist. I do not go to a gender issues major. If I was to shoot you, I think you would go to a doctor, a medical doctor, and not a gender issues major. Yeah, no, sure. It's a real degree. It's real. It's just the world's most useless diploma. I've been Aldus Valor, and you can go fuck the dog. That would be the advocacy of women's rights on the grounds of political, social, and economic equality to men. I wonder how much of my script you could actually read before I took it off camera. We'll save that for the end.